Hello everyone, welcome back to Carnivore Expeditions, where we go on adventures and we maintain a carnivore lifestyle. Today I'm going to be reviewing my Kong tiny camper. It's a 2021 model. I bought it from a company in Middle Florida called Tiny Camper Company. They are not a sponsor of this channel, but I had a very good experience for them, and I'll mention more about that as we go. Oftentimes when I'm camping, or even if I'm pulled up at a gas station, I will have folks walk over to me, and they'll ask me about the camper and the various features which I have on it. And I just thought it would make a good video if I did a review of this camper. Unlike a lot of people who go out and buy a new camper and they immediately post a review, this review is after 2 years of regular use. This is not just someone who bought one yesterday. I've had this camper for 2 years. I've taken it all over the USA. I live on the East Coast. I've been to the West Coast with it at least 3 different times. I've been to Texas, Utah, Arizona, Colorado, Nebraska, Kansas, Wyoming, Missouri. It's also recommended that you go with an articulating trailer hitch for off-roading. This particular trailer hitch comes from a company called Lock and Roll. I believe they're out of Chicago, and this was a trailer hitch which was recommended by Tiny Camper Company. Taking a look at the inside cabin, each side of the camper has 2 doors. You can get windows in these doors, which I highly recommend. I did not go with the windows, but I believe that windows would greatly help with the airflow. Okay, looking inside the camper, as you can see, it has a queen-size bed. It comfortably sleeps 2 people. As an upgrade, I installed a television that also has a built-in DVD player. There's some cubbies on each side in the back where you can put things such as clothes or shoes. There's also a shelf toward the front where you can put your wallet and keys and things at night. There's also 2 of these net holders on the side where you can put some additional items. As far as the television goes, it's nice to have a DVD player and a television, but when I'm camping, I really don't use it that much. And more often than not, I use my iPad if I want to watch a movie. So if I had it to do over again, I probably would not put the TV in the camper. But hey, whatever you like. I also have a carbon monoxide detector and a smoke detector. The galley to the tiny camper is located in the rear, and it has a big swinging door on the back. And inside the galley, you can see that there's a shelf where I have a small camp stove. It also comes with an optional sink. I really don't use this sink very much, but it's an option that Tiny Camper does often offer. I bought this small chest which has several drawers in it to keep small things, condiments, utensils, spices, and so forth. Seems to work out pretty well. And of course, there's storage underneath the sink where I can keep cleaning supplies and other various things. This side under the sink is my power station where I have my AGM battery. I also have a Blue Eddy power bank. This is also where I keep my propane tank, which I use for the shower. I can hook this up to solar if needed, but it will typically run everything that I need all weekend without having to hook up to solar. Here is the solar panel which I use. I decided to go with a solar panel which is not attached to my camper. That way I could move it around to catch the best angle of the sun. And it's very easy to use. When I go hiking during the daytime, I will go ahead and fix my solar panel in the direction that needs to be. And that way when I come back at the end of the day, everything is fully charged up. The 2021 version of the Kong came standard with an air conditioner, which is housed inside of this aluminum box on the tongue of the camper. I also managed to fit some power cords and tower blocks inside the air conditioner box. The air conditioner is the only thing which requires shore power. Everything else on this camper works off of solar power. The camper did come standard with 2 of these solar powered lights. I added a couple of extra lights to the front and rear. There are 2 on the sides, there's 1 on the front, 1 on the back. Also, as an upgrade, I added a shower to the side of my tiny camper. It works off of propane. I'll set this up for you in a few minutes, but the propane water heater is housed inside of this box. There's also a shower stall which you can expand for privacy, and I will fold that out and show you how that works in just a few. I want to mention the stickers on the back of my camper. I am a high pointer, and for those of you that don't know, high pointing is a endeavor where people try to climb to the highest point of each of the 50 states, and each time that I climb to a new high point, I add a bumper sticker to the back of my camper. I'm currently at 16 high points. I've started this about 2.5 years ago. The ones that I did last year were Mount Rainier in Washington. I did Kansas, Nebraska, and I also did Klingman's Dome in Tennessee, and also did Missouri. So, and Wheeler Peak in New Mexico. So I knocked out several last year, and I hope to add at least several more stickers to my camper this year. This is my shower setup, which works off of propane. This was an upgrade that I did myself. It did not come with the camper originally, but I bought a Camp Lux water heater, and I put it inside a Pelican box and attached it to the side of my camper. It requires a 12-volt pump, which is powered by my battery inside the camper, which is powered by solar. Anyway, the propane attaches to the heater, which heats the water, and the pump will draw the water up into the heater. The water comes out hot, and it goes into the shower, which folds out from this side of the camper. Okay, I'm going to enter the shower stall from this other side. And as you can see, there's plenty of room to stand up, take a shower. I've got this removable shower head at the top. I can typically take a shower with about 3 gallons of water if I'm conservative with it. And of course, if I'm at a campground with hookups, then it's not really an issue how much water I use. One last thing about the shower stall is it makes for a good place to keep your toilet. Because this is a tiny camper, there just isn't enough space inside the cabin for a regular bathroom. But do you really want to be doing number 2 in the same small space where you sleep and cook? I would much rather step outside and keep the air fresh. As far as the heat goes, I went with a 12-volt diesel heater. You can get these on Amazon for around $100, $150. This one has worked very well. It runs off of diesel. It doesn't use very much diesel at all. Matter of fact, I can put about this much diesel in it, and that will heat the camper for probably about 3 days. It runs off of 12 volts, and this is my power box here where I can independently turn things on or off. But I started out with a Mr. Buddy heater that I had mounted inside the cabin. It just didn't work very well, and it also caused a lot of condensation. This diesel heater, it runs very clean. You can run it off of diesel or kerosene. I have not had any issues with it. The last feature I'm going to talk about is the awning that I have on the side of my camper. This is an upgrade. It did not come with the camper. I bought this and installed it myself. But it comes from a company called Overland Vehicle Systems. It's worked very well, and I haven't had any real issues with it. It sets up real easy. I think the company website says that you can set it up in less than 30 seconds. So let's give that a try. So anyway, what do you think about the Kong Tiny Camper 2021 model? I've really enjoyed it. I've had it 2.5 years at this point, and I am not just someone who goes camping twice a year. I probably go camping twice a month. It makes for a good base camp. Even if I'm on the trail for a couple of days, it's always nice to come back to this camper where I can have a warm meal and a hot shower. So it's really served the purpose that I bought it for. The company that I bought it from, Tiny Camper Company, they're located in Groveland, Florida. I've had a really good experience with them. They're a veteran-owned business. They don't have a showroom. Each one of their campers is manufactured for the individual. So you can't just pull up on their lot and buy a camper. You have to order it ahead of time. I think their wait time is somewhere between 4 to 6 months. That may vary depending upon the time of the year. I think I ordered my camper in late 2020, before the pandemic hit, and I picked it up, I believe, in May of 2021. One thing I can say about Tiny Camper Company is, even after the purchase, anytime I've ever had any question about my camper, I just pick up the phone and they answer. They're always quick to get back to me. Even though they've already got my money, they still take the time to make sure that I'm satisfied and and to help me out with any issues that I have. So it's a good company, and I've really enjoyed my experience with them. Anyway, are there any upgrades? Are there any features that you didn't see that you think would really be good? Just leave your comments below. I'd be happy to respond to any questions that you may have. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. It's springtime. The weather's getting nice. We're about to start going on some really great adventures, and I'm looking forward to sharing those with you. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll talk to you next time.